Hello, my viewers. Favorite dear spiritual realities, please subscribe my channel. I'll appreciate. Thank you. It has been long. It has been a minute, but I'm happy to meet you again, to see you again. Thanks to God. Oh. Now, before I proceed, let's share a very little story about what I've been through, the good and the bad. And on Sunday, not this Sunday, the previous Sunday, I was given an emergency call by my brother who lives in another city or town. And he told me that my younger sister was sick and it was emergency. So I had to leave everything that I was doing and rush there. She had already been taken to the hospital. And so when I went there, I found my sister was in a lot of pain. She was just complaining of stomach ache. It was just a very terrible scene to behold. And the only thing that kept me there was the grace of God. Because we all started calling on God because the doctors were attending to her. No painkiller was suitable for her. And you are wondering what is this that was the matter? Because on Saturday, the same, because that was on Sunday, but the previous Saturday, she was in my city for a wedding and she was very much energetic and very healthy. And so when I was called upon that she's sick, I was wondering what could have been the problem. And what was on our mind was what did she eat when she was in that wedding? Very many things kept on crossing around our heads. You know, you're human beings. Sometimes you overthink, and it is and it was that was a. She was taken to the hospital at around 9 by the friends, the neighbors, and I was reaching the city by around 3:30 p.m. And she had been taken to one hospital and then transferred to another. But again, there was no much that was being done at that particular moment because the doctors were trying to figure out which painkiller will be suitable for her because they had already taken the scanning and they identified the problem. But again, she needed painkillers to calm her down. And we thank God she was admitted. And guess what? Who was supposed to stay with her in the hospital? It was me because my mother is too old to be in the hospital. My brothers obviously cannot stay with the patient in the hospital. So I was the only person who could stay with her in the hospital. But you know what? I had not carried any comfy jacket or duvet or blanket or nothing. That the first night I survived by the grace of God. And I've come to appreciate life. And again, I've come to tell you that everything is possible with God. Her case was the worst. But trust me, if it was not God, I don't know how she would have survived. Because it was worrisome to all of us. Even the doctors, you could see they were a bit worried. But you know, they cannot tell you. And I thank God because at least by 7, 8, they'd found the antidote to the pain. And now she was a bit calm. But then she was scheduled for operation the following day. And by 12:30 p.m. the following day, she was taken to theater. And that was the most terrifying part. And since my mother had gone with my brother to another funeral of my cousin, and I was the one who was supposed to be there, and I was there with God, with her. And trust me, God hears prayers. Because the prayers I was praying was like, God, please, let the operation be easy to the doctors. Just handle the doctors, make sure you take them through everything. Let their hands be manipulated by you. Let the nurses, everyone is going to take care of her, to take care of the operation, that God may just intervene. And I was asking that there may not be complications and it may not be too long. Because now the watchman on the corridor was telling me that now she has gone to the theater and you are walking here up and down. Just go and sit down, wait for another 3 hours. But I was telling God, no, let it be faster and very fast. Let it be fast and successful. And that's what God did. Because she said, the doctor said, by the first 30 minutes, they were through. It was a deep operation, but it was well done with. And this far, I just want to say thank you. Now I remember the second day when I was going to change, I was overwhelmed. I remember that day when I woke up on Sunday, I had not taken anything. Somehow I had not planned to. I was not even feeling. I was just emotional. I was praying, sometimes crying, and now I realized that was God was preparing me to fast. And for those 2 days, I didn't eat anything. And I know God had a reason because my mind was now focused to just praying, and I'm telling you, God is great. Now, when I was going home, now my sister stays in the town where I was born, my native town. And so I had to go home and change so that I may come back and stay with her in the hospital. Now, that was after operation. Now, the rain, as those ones who know, do I disclose my town? No, for now, no. Those ones who know me where I'm coming from, we have a rainforest. And when it is raining heavily, trust me, it can be heavy. So the rains were coming, and I was supposed to go and come back. And so the only means for me to travel faster was motorcycle. And so I asked for boda are motorcyclists. And from that town to the village, it's not that far. And so I wanted to go to where I am where my village borders are. And there was this one who came and said that, no, I know the place. Let me just take you. Now, on the way, he wanted to hike the price. And I was like, please, sir, I'm overwhelmed. I don't even have strength to start arguing with me. Either just let me be, go where I was going, or you take me. And the man looked at me. Most of these people, they're arrogant, but this one looked at me because I told her I'm from the hospital. I've stayed there. I'd not even planned. It was emergency, and I'm just overworked. And the man looked at me and told me that, who who did you go to the hospital to say? I said I've been there with my sister. And I explained to him, and he was like, now the man started preaching to me. Just stop complaining. I was like, hey. Now I was very calm. I started seeing my mistakes. Instead of thanking God, I was here complaining for nothing. And it took the hand of God, or it took a stranger to just tell me that stop complaining of small issues. And my complaint was because of time, and I didn't have strength to bargain, because I know from here to there it's this amount. And I believe the Badabada wanted to hike the fare, but somehow you were stuck by the fact that I'd spent some days in the hospital. And so, Kenyans, most people are Christians. And I believe this one, he must have been a Christian or even a pastor, because the man preached to me all the way. And now my assignment was just to say, yes, amen. Yes, amen. I really thank God. And that was just good. So I've been away. And from the village, I had to go and attend to my work also. So that's why I've been away for some time. But so far, so good. I'm back. Thank you very much for being there for me. And please, if you're alive, if you're healthy out there, please thank God. Because sometimes you cannot know what is going to happen tomorrow. If you want to know people are hurting or are sick, just visit your neighboring hospital. You'll appreciate the gift of life. You'll appreciate the good health you are having. You'll appreciate basically everything that you are having. Out here, people are suffering. That those who've been in pain for days, for months, and they're still trusting God for their healing. So if you're alive with the few problems that you can handle or you cannot handle, just leave it to God, because at the end of the day, you cannot change anything. You can change or you cannot change, but God is overall. Otherwise, thanks for watching. God bless you.